Okay, so welcome to lecture number 6, level 12. Okay, so ano itong part na to ng lesson natin for level 12? Yung sa previous lecture natin, that's lecture number 5, napag-aralan natin yung right spherical triangles. So this time, pag-aaralan naman natin ay oblique spherical triangles. Okay, and paano natin siya ginagamit sa navigation. Actually, the oblique spherical triangles, medyo broad tong topic nito. Pero gagamitin lang natin yung mga formulas sa oblique spherical triangles na applicable na pwede natin gamitin sa navigation. Okay, pag sinabi natin oblique spherical triangle, it's a spherical triangle that has no right angle. So, ibig sabihin, hindi tayo rito pwedeng gumamit ng Napier's Pi or Napier's Rules. So, kasi Napier's Pi at saka Napier's Rules, ginagamit lang natin yun sa right spherical triangles. Now, magpo-focus lang itong lecture na to on the law of cosines for sides. Okay, kasi ito yung ginagamit talaga natin, may direct application sa navigation. Okay, so ito yung law of cosines for sides. So this one is already a formula. So if this is your spherical triangle, okay, so for example, you have cosine AB, okay, yan, cosine AB is equal to cosine BC, cosine AC, plus sine BC, sine AC, times cosine C. Okay, so kung i-compare natin to dun sa plane triangles, kasi di ba sa plane triangles, ang law of cosine is parang ganito, C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times cosine C. So, very similar siya doon. Kung papansin niyo, parang may pattern siya. Okay? So, cos, sin, sin. Ayan. And then, ang ginagamit natin dito, yung mga sides lang. Okay? Yan yung sides. And then dito, yung last na cosine, yun yung para dun sa angle. Okay, now let's see, paano natin ito magagamit sa navigation. Okay, ginagamit natin itong law of cosines for sides sa pagka-compute ng great circle distance. So, ano ba yung great circle distance? So, the great circle distance is the shortest distance between any points on the surface of a sphere, measured along a path on the surface of the sphere. Now, itong great circle distance na ito yung ginagamit ng mga navigators natin. So, yung mga airplane pilots, yung mga ship captains, ayan. Pag nagko-compute sila ng distance between two destinations, so great circle distance yung ginagamit nila doon. Okay? Now, how do we derive the great circle distance formula using the law of cosines for side? Okay, so, yung GCD natin, okay, we can assume that this one, the GCD, ito yung great circle distance, isa siya sa mga sides sa iyong right spherical triangle. Okay? So, yung P dito, let's assume that this one is your point on the pole. Okay? At itong A and B yung dalawa mong destination. Pwede natin i-assume dito na yung A yung origin and then B yung iyong, like A is your departure point and then B is the arrival point or the destination. So, yung A natin, kung point siya sa can imagine this na parang nasa globo siya. Kung point siya doon, ibig sabihin, given siya ng latitude of A, ito yung coordinates niya, latitude of A, longitude of A. And then yung B naman, given naman siya ng coordinates na latitude of B and longitude of B. Okay. Now, itong sides na to, okay, itong side na to, this is actually equivalent to 90 degrees minus the latitude of A. Okay, bakit? Kasi, diba, when we measure from the equator, okay, papunta sa pole, let's say sa North Pole, yung angle na yun between the equator up to the North Pole, that is equivalent to 90 degrees. Kaya, kung, let's say, given ka ng latitude 30 degrees, so, ibig sabihin, kung ipa-plot mo siya, kung magdodrawing ka ng imaginary line on the surface of the earth, yung side na yon is equal to 90 degrees minus 60 degrees. Yun yung measure ng side. Okay? Same thing goes for B. So, kung given ka ng latitude of B, ibig sabihin, yung side na yon, yung arc na yon, ang value nun is equal to 90 degrees minus the latitude of B. Okay, ngayon, ang gagawin natin dito, let's try to use the law of cosines for sides, okay, for this one. So, papalitan lang natin yung mga values dito. So, instead na dito kanina, di ba, C? So, gagawin natin GCD. This is your great circle distance. Times the cosine of the two sides. Ayan. Ano yung sides na yun? 90 degrees minus lot B. 90 degrees minus lot A. Plus, yung sine ng dalawang sides ulit. So, di ba, cos, sin, sin. So, 90 degrees minus lot B. Then, 90 degrees minus lot A. And then, cosine ng ano, okay? Now, note dito, itong value ng angle na to, this is actually equal to the difference in longitude, o yung tinatawag natin na dilo. Ayan. Kaya yung P dito, yung value ng angle P, that is equivalent to the difference in longitude. Ano yung difference in longitude dito? Ito, pag sinubtract nyo yung longitude of A and longitude of B, yun ang dilo. Okay. Now, if you notice, pwede nating ma-simplify itong equation na to by using the cofunctions. So, to simplify the equation, magiging ganito na siya. Cofunction of cosine is sine. Kaya instead na 90 minus lot B, magiging lot B na lang to. Ito yung parang ginamit natin sa yung cofunctions na pinakita ko sa inyo in the previous lesson. Ito yung bar. Parang ito yung lot B bar. Ito yung lot A bar. Yan. So, instead na cosine dito, papalitan natin ng sine. Kaya itong 90 minus lot A, magiging sine lot A na lang. Same thing goes for the other terms. So, yung sine dito, magiging cosine. Yung sine dito, magiging cosine ulit. Pero itong cosine dilo, okay, remain lang siya. Kasi hindi naman siya nakasubtract sa 90 degrees. So, therefore, ito na yung pinaka-final equation natin for calculating your great circle distance. So, sine lot B times sine lot A plus cosine lot B, cosine lot A times cosine dilo. Okay, now how do we derive the initial course alpha formula? Using the law of cosines for sides. Okay, balikan natin. Diba kanina, ito na yung given natin, no? So, for example, dito naman, ang focus naman natin is let's try to solve the cosine of lot AB. Okay, so ito yun. Ito yung side na to. Kasi itong side na to, ang opposite dito sa ating departure or kung itong departure angle natin, so ibig sabihin itong ating initial course alpha, so ang opposite sa alpha is yung 90 degrees minus lot A ay lot B pala, yan. And then kung papalitan natin siya dito, again, ano nga yung rule? Cos, sin, sin yung pattern, di ba? So cosine lot 90 degrees minus lot AB equals cosine of, ano yung dalawang sides niya? So, yung lot A, itong 90 degrees minus lot A at saka GCD. Yan, kaya ko siya dito nilagay. Plus, sin, okay, yung sine nung dalawang sides times the cosine of, yan na, yung opposite angle, which is alpha. So, kung gagawin natin siya ng ganito, gagamitin natin siya ng cofunction. Yung cosine dito magiging sine, ayan, kaya sine lot B na. And dito yung cosine magiging sine ulit, so sine lot A. Here, yung cosine GCD stays the same. Okay, bakit? Kasi wala naman siya yung 90 degrees minus. So, Kaya dito, retain lang siya. Okay, plus, ito, merong 90 degrees minus lat A. So, yung sine, papalitan natin ng cosine. Pero ito yung sine GCD, again, retain lang siya, and the cosine A. Na kung gusto nating ma-solve si cosine A, so paano gagawin natin? Magdi-derive lang tayo ng equation. So, that means, itong dalawang ito, yan, so sine lat A times cosine GCD, i-move natin siya dito sa transpose natin siya dito sa left side, kaya magiging ganito siya. Sin lat B minus sin lat A cosine GCD. Pag tinranspose natin tong term na to sa kabilang side, magiging negative siya. Kaya ayan, negative dito. Kaya naging minus. So, matitira na lang sa right side, ito na lang. Ayan, ito na lang term na to. Pero since gusto natin masolve ang cosine cosine alpha, i-divide natin both sides by cosine lat A sin GCD. Kaya yan napunta dito. Yan. Okay, so therefore, ito na yung ating final na equation that we will use or for the final formula for finding the initial course. Okay, so how do we derive the final course beta formula using the law of cosines for sides? Very similar lang to dun sa ginawa natin kanina. Okay? Ang difference lang this time kasi, ang hinahanap natin is yung angle or this is for the final course, diba? Ano ba yung opposite side ng beta here? Ito, yung 90 degrees minus lat A. Kaya yun ang nakalagay dito. Okay? And then yung dalawang sides na gagamitin natin for the computation, yung 90 degrees minus lat B and then GCD. Yan. Kaya, sila yung napunta dyan. So, again, cos, sin, sin. So, pag gumamit tayo ng cofunction para matanggal yung mga 90 degrees minus. Yan. So, itong cosine magiging sin lat A. So, this is equal to cosine magiging sin ulit. So, magiging sin lat B. Di ba baguhin yung cosine GCD dito? Plus cosine. Kasi dito binago natin yung sign dahil meron tayong 90 minus here. So, magiging cosine lat B times sin GCD and cosine B. So, again, to solve for cosine B, so transpose natin itong term na to dito sa left side. Kaya dito siya naging minus. Okay, and then divided by, ito, yung dalawa. Cosine lat B, sin GCD to solve for cosine beta. Okay, so now how do we use these equations in a problem? Okay, so madali lang to kasi since meron na siyang standard formula, mostly, ang gagawin nyo na lang talaga mag-substitute na lang ng values. So for example, find the initial and the final courses and the great circle distance between position A, which has the following coordinates: 38 degrees north, 124 degrees west, and position B, which is at 56 degrees north and 101 degrees west. Okay, so first isulat muna natin ang given sa problem and then i-compute din natin yung difference in longitude or yung DLO. Okay, so ang given natin, lat A, 38 degrees, lat B, 56 degrees, longitude of A, that's 124, longitude of B, 101. So, pag kukunin natin yung difference between the longitudes, so that's 124 minus 101, so you have 23 degrees. Okay, so gagamitin na natin yung GCD sa formula. Okay, in this case, gagamitin ko yung AB. Okay, so yung cosine AB is equal to sin lat A, sin lat B, plus cosine lat A, cosine lat B, times cosine DLO. Ayan. So, ito na yung magiging equation niya. So, substitute lang natin itong mga values na to. So, sa lat A is 38, lat B is 56, DLO is 23. Ayan. So, makikita nyo rito, sinubstitute lang natin siya. So, pag kinompute na natin to, magiging final answer natin for AB is 23 degrees and 39 minutes. Now, remember, hinahanap is GCD. So, the GCD here is equal to AB. Now, since measured natin ang mga ang mga great circle distances in terms of nautical miles. So, kailangan natin i-convert yung angle into nautical miles. Now, we know that 1 nautical mile is equivalent to 1 minute of an arc on the Earth's surface. Kaya therefore, diba alam natin ang 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. Kaya ibig sabihin na 60 minutes is equivalent to 60 nautical miles. Kaya gagawin natin itong 23, multiply natin sa 60 para malaman natin kung ilang nautical miles plus, ayan, so yung 39 minutes, obviously, siya rin is equivalent to 39 nautical miles. Kaya naging 23 times 60 plus 39. So, we have 1,490 nautical miles. So, that means this is your final answer. So, this is the GCD from point A to B, which is 1,490. Okay, so next, let's try to compute the initial course. So, alpha, using our formula. So, ito na yung formula na ginamit natin kanina based sa ni-derive natin. So, kung isa-substitute natin siya, so, gagamitin din natin dito yung nakuha nating value kanina for the great circle distance, which is AB. So, yun yung 23 degrees and 39 minutes. So, pag nagawa na natin yan, so, makukuha nating final answer is 33 degrees and 1 minute. So, yung pinaka-direction dito, medyo standard na to, pero mas maiintindihan nyo to sa navigation class ninyo. So, hindi ko na to dito i-explain kasi ang ina-explain lang natin dito is how you got this in math. As to the directions, meron yung rules na i-discuss sa inyo ng inyong navigation instructor. So, therefore, in this case, the initial course is 33 degrees, 1 minute west of north. Okay, next, i-compute natin ang final course beta gagamit yung formula na dinerive natin kanina. Okay, so, kung isa-substitute natin to sa mga values, so again, gagamitin nyo lang yung values ng lat A, lat B, at saka AB. So, in this case, ang makukuha nating final answer for this one is, ayan, 129 degrees and 51 minutes. So, again, ito medyo convention na to, pero yun sa directions, i-discuss yan ng inyong navigation instructor kung ano yung mga rules dyan. So, in this case, the final course is 129 degrees, 51 minutes west of south. Okay, so let's try another example. So, here, find the great circle distance in nautical miles between Honolulu, which is at 21 degrees, 18 minutes north, 157 degrees, 52 minutes west, and Seattle, which is at 47 degrees, 40 minutes north, and 122 degrees, 19 minutes west. So, determine the initial course and the final course. Okay, so again, susulat muna natin yung mga given niya, and then kailangan din natin i-compute yung kanyang dilo. Okay, or the difference in longitude. So, susubtract lang natin itong dalawang longitudes na to para makuha natin. Okay, so in this case, ang nakuha nating value is 35 degrees and 33 minutes. Okay, here, so, i-compute muna natin yung GCD, HS. So, gamit yung ating formula. Okay, so, similar lang to dun sa ginawa natin kanina. Binago lang natin yung, dito yung sa notation, ginawa natin HS. Okay, so kung isa-substitute natin yung values, so we will be able to get the value of 38 degrees and 50 minutes. Okay, now again, very careful tayo dapat sa pag-input ng mga values sa calculator. Kasi pag nagkamali tayo, mali na yung buong sagot natin. So usually, I would suggest na sa part na to, gagamit kayo ng mga parenthesis. So, for example, ito, pag i-input nyo ito sa calculator, i-open close parenthesis nyo muna tong sin 2118, tsaka sin 4740. Yan yung product niyan. Bago nyo siya i-add, or better yet, pwede nyo itong mag-press na kayo dito ng equals. And then, bago nyo i-add itong product nito. So, pag kinuha nyo yung product nito, i-open close parenthesis nyo rin siya. Yan, pag nag-i-input kayo sa calculus. Then, press equal sign bago nyo kuhanin yung inverse cosine. Okay. So, again, kung i-convert natin yung 38 degrees and 50 minutes, so, magiging ganito na siya. 38 degrees and 50 minutes magiging 38 times 60 plus 50. So, now you have a value of 2,330 nautical miles. So, that is the GCD from Honolulu to Seattle. Okay, so next, i-compute natin ang initial course alpha gamit yung ating formula. Okay, so here, gagamitin natin ulit yung value ng yung na-compute natin kanina for our GCD o yung sa kanina yung HS. Okay, so ang nakuha nating value dito is 38 degrees and 39 minutes west. So, west of north. So, again, itong mga directions na to, i-discussan nyo ng inyong navigation instructor. Okay, then, finally, we will compute for the final course. So, using the following formula. Okay. And then, sa substitute lang natin yung mga values dito. Okay, so ang magkukuha nating final answer is 120 degrees and 14 minutes west of south.